it also is a very complete lifestyle approach. It also is a very complete spiritual approach. It's a very complete philosophical approach, right? So without really exaggerating, it has answers to a lot of things that we, face as human beings. Like it helps us to understand a lot of those burning questions that we have, about ourselves, but also about this that surrounds us, right? Even to the how it was created and why it was created and how we're connected to all of that, right? So we as humans, we live in a very physical world, right? Mm-hmm. But Ayurveda also doesn't let us forget that we are connected to, the cosmos and everything else that's above us, and whatever you want to call it, the divine. So it's definitely it gives us tools, a lot of different tools. Yoga is one of them. Meditation is another. Food, herbs, lifestyle routines. It gives us lots of different tools to answer these questions. And another really amazing thing about Ayurveda is that it's a very old system, right? It's at least 5,000 years old. That we know it's 5,000 years old, maybe even older than that. And it's amazing how it's so relevant today, right? 5,000 years later, it really hits it really pinpoints the problems that we face today, whether they're health problems, mental problems, emotional, spiritual, any problem that we find today is very common. Ayurveda has an answer for it, and that's really incredible, right? Because this is way back before technology, before modern technology, before the computer and the internet and all that stuff, and it's so relevant today. That is really probably one of the most convincing things about it, right? It's not like this, old timers witchcraft. It's totally relevant, and it's so relevant even for us that that, as I said, we live in this urban environment, fast-paced. It has so many answers for us.
So it seems like then it's a system of medicine and healing that treats the whole body and mind. It's very holistic in nature.
It's completely holistic. As far as I know, as far as I understand, it's the only really truly holistic approach, right? Because, for example, we never separate anything from that person. So even if we're we're looking at something as simple as, I don't know, my left shoulder hurts, right? We always ask questions that are not obviously related to the shoulder pain. We always ask about, your emotional patterns. We always ask about your diet is number one, especially from the Ayurvedic perspective. That's number one. If you tell me my shoulder really, it's bothering me no matter what I do, I will inevitably ask you about your diet and make sure that you're eating the proper diet, and I'll also make sure that you're not just eating the proper diet, but you're also digesting that food correctly. Not only is it holistic, not only do we look at the person with all these different levels, we also are very thorough and we ask a lot of we want as much detail, right? Because at the end of the day, what we want to identify patterns that are keeping you from healing. Patterns that are not helping you on your journey towards healing. Mental, your mental state around that shoulder pain is as important.